timeless reading for Virgo, starting with the card Acceptance, followed by Flow, Vacillation, Awake, Authenticity, and Wrong. And this reading feels overly positive to me. With the Acceptance card, I feel like we should not take it literally. Just a feeling that it's not about acceptance the way we think. Like there is something, a situation that might not be perfect or not be pleasant, but you are capable of accepting it. This is usually what we refer to when we say accept something, acceptance. But in this case, it's something else, and it's not acceptance. It's more like a small victory that you are experiencing here. Or it is something like you are making a suggestion to change or improve something, maybe at work, maybe something in your neighborhood, that it's some kind of political work that you're doing. I don't know. Change, even if it's just a small law, a change in that. Or yeah, you're complaining somewhere about something. Maybe it's a written message that you're handing in somewhere, some kind of complaint. Or I was thinking of something else, but I forgot. Sorry, what was it? You could apply to a job or something else, just, applying somewhere and something is being accepted. Then it becomes a victory. It's a win situation. It is very pleasant. So this is not, when we see the acceptance card, usually we think, okay, there is a situation that you can change, even though you don't like it. You are capable of accepting it. It's not that kind of energy. It's a very, very positive energy in your reading, and there is flow next to it. Means you are floating forwards effortlessly after this acceptance, after something is being accepted that you wanted to change, or in some kind of graduation. Something in this situation makes you able to move forwards in a very harmonious and chill way. Moves you forward onto the point of vacillation, which also feels extremely positive in your reading. It is not some kind of burdening decision making. It is more like, oh my God, now I have come this far. Now I have reached this level in my life where I'm not forced to do or say anything that I actually don't want to do, but I have to accept it somehow. No, now you have reached a level in your life where you can choose. And you have several opportunities that actually you would love to explore, but it's not possible physically to explore them all at once. So you have to decide which path you want to go first. In the second row, I feel like for most of you this is something professional and something related to personal interests and hobbies, even though some of us, we work with our hobby or personal interest already. We are doing something to earn a living that once used to start as a hobby. You know what I mean? And there is a huge improvement in that. That's what this situation feels like. Now we are jumping into something more spiritual here with the Awake card. There is something about your spiritual development that will also move forwards very smoothly. some enlightening moment will come forwards very effortlessly. There is something about trust here as well. I also feel like there is something about psychic abilities, like having telepathic connections with spiritual entities that have no physical embodiment on earth, saying there is no body. It's not an animal or a human being. It is just a spiritual being capable of listening to that. There is also a focus on the capability of having telepathic connections to animals, and in this case I mean physical, literal animals that have a body. And even though they cannot speak our human language, you might learn to understand them, and the other way around. Like, something about that here is important as well. It will come very effortlessly. And the authenticity card comes in your case with a lot of innocence. You might feel no more shame or fear regarding certain things that you feel like you have to speak out loud, that usually you would avoid to speak out loud because you were afraid someone might not want to hear it. But there is a freedom in your heart that will give you the bravery to just speak your heart without having the fear of regret. With the card wrong, the only card that we could perceive as really negative in your reading, but we shouldn't. Because this card also reminds me of boldness. We don't have to take it literally with the image here. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, put the screwdriver into the power box here. But there is something about provocation. There is something about wanting to provoke something or someone. Something is becoming like an urge, like you really want to do it even though you know it's not right. You want to be bold, but it's nothing life-threatening and it's nothing criminal. Maybe it's some kind of, unwritten law, unofficial, unofficial law. Something where you just feel like, why are people always so stuck up and stiff about this topic? Like, maybe, I don't know, it's just like, it's a stupid example. Sorry, that's just suddenly coming to my mind. Maybe you move towards a crowd of extremely poshy and arrogant people who take everything in life too seriously. And it's in your spare time. They are strangers, you don't know them, you never have to see them again. You can just feel their energy and you just can feel their stiffness and arrogance. And maybe you just walk through the crowd and you just start to fart really loud. It's nothing criminal. It is nothing life-threatening. Only if the people are extremely aggressive and start to attack you. But I don't think that people will do that. As I said, this is a really stupid example, but suddenly something like this came into my mind, that you just want to provoke someone because you can see that someone is being extremely rigid. And someone is taking something very unimportant extremely seriously. And then you feel this intense urge to provoke that person with something silly. To make someone angry on purpose, not because you are toxic or sadistic. I feel like this person deserves it a little bit. It's just a pun. Not a pun, sorry. It's just it's a joke. It's oh my God, I can't figure out the word. There's a specific word I'm looking for, but I can't remember right now. I've been having this the whole day that I can't remember words. I don't know what's wrong today. Or that I mispronounce words, confuse words. Just some kind of language issues I'm having today. It's not a pun. It's stupid. It's a gag, a joke. A prank. Oh my god, that was the word that I'm looking for. A small prank on someone who deserves it, with the taste of a slight provocation. Does not have to mean that you're immature. At the bottom of the deck we have right path. Healing. Fertility gets even better for you here. Right path is suitable with flow. It's just being repetitive here. As I already said, whatever you're graduating in or whatever is being accepted will make you able to move forwards. Oh, and you might be choosing the right path, even though I feel like in all these possibilities or opportunities that you're having here, there is no right or wrong path. I feel like they are all right somehow, or maybe you will just pick out the path that is right for you at this moment in your life. And later on, when you get bored or you experienced everything that you wanted to, you can walk back and take the next one. Whenever the right time has come. Healing. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say here as well with the authenticity and wrong. That there is a healing regarding some kind of shame. Maybe you are getting older. Not old, but older. And maybe you have been struggling with shame and awkwardness for a long time. That's why you often bit your tongue. But now that you will experience some kind of healing that will give you a sense, a sense of authenticity. It's just getting worse with my talking. Or an increase in your authenticity. You just don't feel that fear in your heart anymore when you speak the truth and when you behave like your true self. Maybe you're a prankster, a born prankster, and you always repressed it out of shame. But there is healing regarding that. And there is fertility. So I feel like whatever this is, the path that you're choosing, the acceptance that you experience, the graduation that you achieve, the emotional healing that is coming, all of this will bring in a lot of growth and abundance for you. It's also about timing. It's for something to be fertile and to be able to grow, we need different elements working together perfectly at the right time. There should be enough water, there should be enough sun and warmth, the right kind of earth. There are so many things that have to work together in harmony for something to be able to grow. If there is too much sun, everything will be dry. If there is a lot of sun for 2 weeks and afterwards for 2 weeks it's only raining, this will destroy the seed, this will destroy the plant. So it is about timing and the right composition of elements. Okay. Is there something else? No. It is really, really positive. Yes, before I jump into the health and lifestyle part, I just want to point out again that this topic of shame is really important here, because I suddenly can sense this energy of shame arising in myself right now while I'm looking at this reading. So I feel like this is a sign for me to tell you that there is just, it's not shame about doing something really terrible. It's just shame about silly things like farting in public, or I don't know, burping in public, or talking to yourself in public. I don't know. It's not criminal. It's not life-threatening. It's just a small thing, but maybe it's something that many people are ashamed of. Or maybe, I don't know, when you are stumbling on the street, most people are ashamed. They feel like they're too stupid to walk, and then they, I don't know, they stumble over their own foot. As an adult, not as a toddler. In the middle of a big city. I don't know, there are so many awkward things that can happen. Oh my God, I was falling asleep on public transportation with an open mouth. There are so many embarrassing things, and I feel like it's about this kind of shame. And then you will become really bold and funny about these things, and yeah, just like a little prankster. But it's not mean kind of pranks. This actually, I think this never came up in a reading. So now the health and, oh my God, my talking is so terrible today. The health and lifestyle part. You can interpret these cards for yourself. First one is dance. Looks like a prankster, this guy. Like he has something in mind. Mouth. Cold. Spa. Teddy. Water. Nose. Fruits. Cooking. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.